House Protocol with Nicky Romero.
Hey guys, my name is Nicky Romero. You're listening to Protocol Radio. The DJ Mag just started out. I think all the favorite DJs actually started out tweeting and Facebooking about their campaign, and I think everyone every year does something special. Either it's a movie or a track or a Facebook post, or and I think it would be cool to do something totally different, like totally not done before. And we started the campaign. It's called Call Nicky Romero. So instead we have normally we have hashtag text Nicky, and now it's hashtag Call Nicky, and this way I can actually get you on the phone. If you want to see how it works, go to callnickyromero.com and fill in your phone number. Don't forget to put in your area code, otherwise it won't work. And let me call you, and actually we can speak. We can, discuss everything about mixing and all that. It's pretty cool. It's kind of new. So if you haven't seen it just yet, go to callnickyromero.com and you can maybe vote for me for the DJ Mag. That would be amazing. On the show this week, a lot of new music, new releases by Tritonal and Rehab, a fresh track of the week by Michele Fasciano, and we're starting off with Mr. Jakko, Oliver Heldens, Koala. just heard Holl and Rush, Richie Lee with Stringer, and before that Merk and Kremont versus Toby Green with Strike. And this week, in the top 3 on number 3, we have Tritonal, Satellite, featuring Jonathan Mendelsohn. Here we go.
Protocol Radio, weekly top 3. Number 3.
When your worlds collide and crashing from the sky, I'll be a sad sunlight to guide you home. No, you are not alone. No, it's like there is no hope inside. I'll be a sad sunlight to let you know that you are not when your worlds collide and crashing from the sky, I'll be a sad sunlight to guide you home. No, you are not alone. No, it's like there is no hope inside. I'll be a sad sunlight to let you know that you are not alone.
This is how we fucking party. This is how we fucking party.
Premiere on Protocol Radio.
This was our number one. You might know him just yet. John Christian, Next Level. And in the Out of Sync remix. New guys on the label. Thank you guys for doing this mix. Sounds amazing. And before that, on number two, you heard Rehab and VINAI, How We Party.
cold sheets, I can't feel a damn thing. I lost myself between your legs. Your medicine is in my head. You know I'd rather be alone, yeah. But then you call me on the phone. Oh, the habits of my heart, I can't say no. It's ripping me apart. You get too close. You make it hard to let you go. You make it hard to let you go. Oh, the habits of my heart. I tell myself I like that when you tie my hands behind my back. You're confident, I'll give you that. But if you love yourself, you can f yourself. 'Cause I'd rather be alone. But you fermented in my bones. Oh, the habits of my heart, I can't say no. It's ripping me apart. You get too close. You make it hard to let you go. You make it hard to let you go. Oh, the habits of my heart. To let you go.
Nothing but brand new tracks. Brand new tracks. Protocol Radio.
far too long. I'm the dark before the dawn. I'm the light that switches on. Now I shine so bright, can you see my light? Gonna take it to the stars. Like a fireball, fighting through it all. I'm unstoppable. Here we go. This is the light, I can feel it. It's in my sight, I can see it. This is the light, I can feel it. This is the light, I can feel it.
Welcome back to the second half of Protocol Radio. You just heard Rehab featuring Eva Simon's Unstoppable in the Blinders remix. And before that, Jaymes Young, Habits of My Heart in the Jakko remix. We started off the second half hour with Jay Hardway and Mike Hawkins, Freedom. If you haven't seen it yet, call nickyromero.com. You can be in the show, and actually you can have me on the phone and we can actually be talking and you'll see me working in the studio. It's a new concept. Call nickyromero.com. So if you haven't seen it yet, just visit the website. Time for the fresh track of the week. I would never expect to have them on the show. 30 Seconds to Mars, This Is War in the Michele Fasciano remix.
Protocol Radio, fresh track of the week.
To the your shadow. And when you're dark, can you feel your love? Yeah, I will be your shadow. Be by your side no matter where you go. Yeah, I will be your shadow. You can hold on to me. We can start a fire, and then we can set it free. Let me get to the heart of you and all the hurt that you've ever felt. I would love every part of you, even if you couldn't love yourself. And when you're dark and you feel alone, yeah, I will be your shadow. Be by your side no matter where you go. Yeah, I will be your shadow. And when you're dark, can you feel your love? Yeah, I will be your shadow. Be by your side no matter where you go. Yeah, I will be your shadow.
Nothing but brand new tracks. Brand new tracks. Protocol Radio.
I can almost see forever reflections in your eyes. You said, babe, you're such a disaster. With a smile you try to hide. 7 days a week I'm dreaming, but I can't sleep now that I've got you in my reach. If I could feel you, if I could just feel your heart, it's nothing like I ever knew. All I need is your face in my hands. I thought time it was a burden before you came along. Now I open up the curtain and the darkness is gone. 7 days a week I'm dreaming, but I can't sleep now that I've got you in my reach. If I could feel you, if I could just feel your heart, it's nothing like I ever knew. All I need is your face and if I could feel you, if I could just feel your heart, it's nothing like I ever knew. All I need is your face in my hands. All I need is your face in my hands. Yeah, Cause all I really need is your face in my hands. All I need is your face in my hands.
This was Lush and Simon featuring Delaney, Jane, In My Hands, and before that you heard Ansolo, Shadow. That's it for now. The tracklist available at protocolradio.com. My name is Nicky Romero. See you next week. Ciao.
Tune in, same time, same place next week when Nicky Romero returns to your airwaves with another episode of Protocol.